IsReal News. These are the morning headlines for Thursday, May 21st. New reporting from Reuters says Iran's supreme leader has ordered that highly enriched uranium remain inside the country, even as Tehran weighs a new American proposal for a possible nuclear agreement. Iranian sources describe the directive as reflecting a broader consensus within the Iranian establishment. At the same time, new U.S. intelligence assessments are raising concern about the pace of Iran's military recovery. According to CNN, Iran has already resumed part of its drone production during the ceasefire period and could fully restore its offensive drone capabilities within 6 months. The report says Iran is rebuilding missile launch systems and weapons production capacity faster than expected, aided in part by support from China and Russia, and by what American officials reportedly view as less damage than originally anticipated from U.S. and Israeli strikes. The developments are fueling concern across the Gulf region, where governments fear a renewed round of fighting and expanded drone warfare. Israeli officials reportedly describe the coming days as a strategic crossroads tied to any decision President Donald Trump may make regarding Iran. According to multiple sources, Trump and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu held what was described as a difficult conversation this week, focused on a new draft proposal being advanced by several Arab and Muslim countries aimed at preventing renewed war between Washington and Tehran. Israeli and American military officials are meanwhile preparing updated operational plans, with Israel reinforcing its air defense posture following lessons learned during the last round of fighting. Iranian media reports say the United States delivered a new proposal to Tehran through Pakistan. President Trump later said he is willing to wait several days for what he called the right answer from Iran. In another major international development, President Trump says he intends to speak directly with Taiwan's president, a move that would break decades of diplomatic precedent and has already triggered a sharp reaction from Beijing. China says such a conversation would violate understandings reached during last week's summit between Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping. Taiwan's government says its president would welcome the call. Meanwhile, a new report in Germany warns that antisemitism is now worse than at any time since the Holocaust. Researchers documented more than 2,000 anti-Semitic incidents in Berlin last year, including violent assaults, vandalism, and attacks tied to anti-Israel demonstrations. Jewish leaders say many now avoid displaying visible Jewish symbols or speaking Hebrew publicly out of fear. And in New York, Mayor Zohran Mamdani is facing criticism from Jewish groups after deciding not to attend the city's annual Israel Day parade, breaking a decades-long tradition followed by previous mayors. The decision comes amid rising anti-Semitism and ongoing anti-Israel demonstrations across the city. In Texas, Democratic congressional candidate Maureen Galindo is under bipartisan criticism over social media posts, calling for what she described as a prison for American Zionists. Critics across both parties are condemning the remarks as anti-Semitic. Those are the latest headlines from IsReal News.